Hi, my name is Thomas Eckschmidt. I'm the father of Gabriella, husband of Anna Maria, and an enthusiast of entrepreneurial activity. I strongly believe entrepreneurs are those ones that are changing the world around us. But here I'm inviting you to understand a strategy for high impact startup entrepreneurial initiatives and so on. So imagine if you could generate 7 times more financial results without actually having to sell your soul. Wouldn't that be great? Well, this is all about what I'm trying to help you. And not just making all that money, but generating a huge positive impact on your ecosystem, not only on your value chain. That's the old way of looking into the things. Okay, value chain is a very simple, limited vision. We have to think about the ecosystem. So how does that happen? 7 times more, financial results. Let's look at a couple of companies as a reference. Costco. Costco is a company that pays much higher salaries than the average market. And if you look at their stock market performance is much higher, has achieved much better results than their peers. Okay, Sam's Club, for instance. Anyway, that's one example. Whole Foods. Whole Foods has been on a journey until it was acquired with an absolute impressive financial result and taking care of the environment, taking care of their people, taking care with a clear purpose. Okay. Now, another one, Patagonia. Who doesn't know Patagonia? Patagonia is a company that actually donated all their shares to their foundation so that now they have to generate profits to keep their impact through their foundation even stronger. So what are those companies? What do those companies have in common? First of all, they have a very clear purpose. What's their purpose? Where the purpose comes from? Purpose is that intention of the leader, the founder, that he or she believes that they can do something better. And from that expression of doing something better, if we have the ability to put that in writing, that is expressed as a business purpose, as an organizational purpose. NGOs have that very easy. It's harder for companies, but every company can have a purpose. Now, the second thing that's important, second principle, is stakeholder interdependence. It's abandoning that very limited view of value chain, my supplier, my company, my employees, and my customers, to something much bigger. What about the families of my employees? What about our neighbors, our community, our environment? So all that stuff is connected and interdependent. We think we are independent. No, our success depends on the success of each one of those stakeholders that are affected by our economic activity and whose presence affects our activity as well. The third part, the third principle, is having a responsible culture. What are the behaviors we are promoting through our business, through our purpose, through our relationships we've built around all the communities, all the stakeholders we influence and we affect? And the last principle is recognizing that we need to have a caring leader, a leader that actually cares for their employees, which make the employees pay it forward, caring for their customers, for their suppliers, for their neighbors, for the community, for the environment, for the shareholders, for the results. What we see that those companies that have a clear purpose, recognize interdependence, create a strong, powerful, responsible culture, and their leaders are the example of all that change, of all that stuff, and, the purpose, the interdependence, and the culture, their behaviors. That makes a whole difference for the results of the company. These companies actually generate results in a multitude of areas. What does that mean? Well, they generate social benefits or dividends, emotional dividends, technological dividends, knowledge dividends, environmental dividends. So they generate excess of value in so many different areas. And once in a while, you go through a crisis. And what happens is that all that energy, all those values that are not financial, start converting into a financial result. What does it mean? The customer will buy from you when you have taken care of them, before. The employees will bring you the ideas, will care for the business more because you have cared for them during those tough moments. Suppliers will come up with the ideas first to your business, first to you, because you cared for them on the tough times. This is all what happens. And that's why those organizations actually generate up to 7 times more economic results. When, of course, compared to a baseline, our baseline to comparison is the S&P 500 average stock market evolution or performance. All right. So that's the important thing. But which are those values that we can create? Which are the dimensions of values? You know, take a look at SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. We have 17 dimensions or 17 directions of value can create it or destroyed. That's one way. But keep in mind, you can only actually understand that once you look inside a first one, SDG 0, which is consciousness. We have to understand why we're here, understanding how our purpose reflects the business purpose, and we create all that strong organization, right? And interesting enough, there's a inner development goals, which helps us develop our own consciousness. So a good entrepreneur, a good leader is those ones that are always learning more things. When we learn, we expand our consciousness. So that's an amazing thing. And how does that connect with ESG? ESG is actually a natural evolution of the triple bottom line, people, profit, and planet. So planet was way too big. So we upgraded it to environment. It's closer, it's easier to handle. People was too generic. The expression was not good. So we translated that to social impact. What's the social side of our business, the impact that our business causes on the social side? And finally, the most important upgrade is from profit to governance. And governance is rooted in the business purpose. Governance defines that we are not allowed to generate profit at any cost anymore. So that's the invitation for a powerful entrepreneurial strategy. Make sure you have a clear purpose. Recognize your interdependence within your business ecosystem. Create a responsible culture. You are responsible for the behaviors you're promoting inside your ecosystem. And make sure the leader is the best example of all of this. The leader who cares for their people will assure that that caring movement is carried forward. All right. Have a great day, and keep on going on reading the additional materials we have here. Very excited to have been able to share this with you. Have a good one, everyone.